guys, Sadie here, and today we're gonna talk about Android versus iOS. Every now and then, the companies that are using this operating system are bringing us updates. Yes, iOS is used only by Apple, while Android is using by multiple companies around the world. So which one is actually better? Hopefully this video will help you decide if you want to switch from Android to iOS, or maybe the opposite, you throw away your iOS device and get an Android one. What are the key features you should know about this operating system? Let's find out. First, I want to start with the basics. So, Android was released in 2008 while we received iOS in 2007 with the very first iPhone. So, iOS used only on an iPhone means that it's owned by Apple, while Android is pretty much used by many companies. So, the phone market globally is fulfilled with Android phones. What are the key differences? When it comes to customizability, the Android devices pretty much can customize everything, while on the iOS things are a little bit limited. Yes, on the WWDC 2024, they showed a whole segment about the iOS new updates that they will come in, new features, new customizational options, but these are things that we have already seen on the Android. So yes, it's new to the iPhone, not new to any other Android devices. Another difference is about the languages that they are supporting. So pretty much Android devices support over 100 languages, while Apple is supporting only 40. So pretty much when I want to translate software, even if it's for an image, a text, and I don't want to type it in, I use Google Lens and I have to say this app is helping me a lot. And when it comes to the iOS, yes, it has to translate their app, but my native language is not even there. And I'm pretty sure that it's not a big complaint. I still can use English, but I believe that there are other people around the world who would love to see their native language included. So Apple, please include more languages in your translator app. And when it comes to widgets, they were huge when they popped out because many people were sharing how they customize their phone with widgets. So pretty much both operating systems support them. Android supports it everywhere except on the lock screen. You have widgets on the lock screen, while on the iOS you can have that. Imagine you're going on a trip, you don't know where you are or how to go there, so you need a map to go there. So we have Google Maps versus Apple Maps. So what is the difference? Basically, both of them are supposed to help you reach your destination, but the only key thing I will give a point to Google is that they do have pictures basically of the way you're walking. The last time I wanted to find a courier's office because I had no idea where it was in the city. So basically I did use Google Maps and the pictures to guide me where I was walking at. So pretty much I know I won't get lost because I definitely don't know every single street in this city. Yes, Apple Maps also can provide you to the road, basically tells you where you're walking. But with pictures and images, it's so much easier because buildings like flats, companies, stores, these don't move day by day. The building won't just disappear. So pretty much you will help you know, oh, I'm here. Oh, wait. On my iPhone, it shows that here there is a building or there is a store. I don't see it, so probably I'm in the wrong place. And you can go back and just change it. So I would say images is easier. I have used Apple Maps as well, and I have to say they have helped me a lot. So pretty much both maps are working the same, but I really will give a point to Google only for the images. So if Apple can do this, that would be amazing. Another key difference is for messages and calling. Yes, we have FaceTime, Google Meet, we have iMessages, Google Messages, but people have noticed a difference when they're texting from an iPhone to someone who has an Android phone. So there is this funny scenario. Someone literally asked Tim Cook a few years ago, like, I have issues texting from my iPhone to my mom who has an Android phone. Like, there's some messages are disappearing, she's not receiving absolutely everything, so what is going on? And he simply, jokingly said, just get your mom an iPhone. But I'm pretty sure Tim Cook wasn't joking at the time. So yeah, this is an issue which Apple still needs to develop and fix, because there is no reason why someone would face an issue texting from an iPhone to an Android compared to iPhone versus iPhone. So yes, some people complain messages disappearing, they could not send them, or the color of the bubbles was different, they were just facing issues. Well, of course, Apple will make everything to fit the best in their ecosystem and to work the best between their devices. But that doesn't mean you should take down from the people who are using your device and are trying to send messages, calls, videos to other people who are not using your devices. So hopefully Apple will resolve this issue. Otherwise, people might just start switching to Android devices. One of the places where we used to download our apps are Google Play Store or the Apple Store. So Google Play Store has over 2.5 million apps where you can download, while Apple Store has only 1.8 million. I'm not saying that these are not tons of apps, but pretty much nowadays there are apps for everything. There's some even duplicates, like they're for the same purpose, just a different app that you can have. A thing that I have noticed, like an issue, is that some apps are available only on the Apple Store. For example, I was using this app called Drops. Basically, it's for learning languages. I downloaded it for fun. I only wanted to test it out. It was great. But when I tried to download it on my parents' old phones that were powered by Android, I couldn't find these apps, which is, I won't say annoying, but I dislike it because an app should be available for no matter which operating system you want. Also, like if you want to download an app through third-party apps like the app gallery, which is using on Huawei phones, you can do that when it comes to an Android phone, but not when it comes to an iOS, aka an iPhone, because this is blocking the third-party apps so they can make you download only from the Apple Store. Battery life and cloud storage. So pretty much every Android device and the iPhone are updating their battery life. So as Apple always says, this is the best battery life ever on an iPhone. Pretty much they say it every single year. Probably the Android devices are doing exactly the same. Which is the best battery life on a phone in the world? Well, you have to do a lot of comparisons to buy the high-end smartphones of every company to test them out and compare the battery life. But I do have to say, as long as it runs it throughout the day at least, or for maybe I should say day and a half with the way I'm using my phone, I'll be happy to have a good battery life and to upgrade to this phone. So cloud services, mostly when I'm recording my videos, I upload them to the cloud and download them to my laptop. So I have 5 gigabytes of free storage. You can upgrade to 50, you can upgrade to 100. Now they even support up to 12 terabytes of storage on the iCloud, which is insane because I don't know why I'm gonna need 12 terabytes. Well, I don't, but maybe there are people who need that much storage to store their files, document, guarantee cards maybe, or whatever it is. Google Cloud also supports you get 15 gigabytes of free. I have used it when I was uploading some of the screen recording lectures because for most of my peers at university, it was easier for them to access them because not everyone was having an iPhone to get access to iCloud. Also, like I had a little bit more storage there. Also, they can go up to 2 terabytes, I believe. So pretty much you have enough storage for both of these. And I have to say it's based on preference. I have used both. Yeah, more recently I'm using iCloud because of the videos that I'm filming. But I do have to say Google Cloud is also doing a great job. I'm using free versions of all of these because I don't need that much storage. But I see why you might need 12 terabytes when it comes to iCloud. Now to the most important question, which operating system is better, Android or iOS? As I said in the beginning, iOS is limited only to an iPhone, so pretty much you have only one option. Yes, there are multiple iPhones existing, releasing every year, but it's still by one company. While on the Android side, you have multiple companies that are using this operating system. So pretty much it's based if you have any preferences or if you have any brand that you're supporting. You can play around. So basically, if you have an Android device, ask a friend who has an iPhone, play with both operating systems and see which one you like the best. Maybe if you want to switch or you're gonna keep your current one. Personally, I switched in 8th grade. I had the Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini and I switched to an iPhone 6s. It took me a few days to play around, mostly because, first of all, it was a whole different company, whole different operating system. Also, the interface was different. But after all, it was still a touchscreen phone. So you can compare an older model to a newer one and say, oh, this operating system is better. Yes, because it's newer, because it's updated. If I compare the current iPhone that I have, the 40 Pro Max, which is updated to the latest iOS version, with my iPhone 6s, which I believe it was updated up to the iOS 15 because it's not supported anymore. Of course, it will be a little bit laggy, slower, not receiving that many updates, not getting the new features because it's an older device. So I don't think there is a better operating system. It just depends on what you're looking for. Yes, they're trying to compete with each other, trying to get same updates, to pretty much provide you having the same features. So I'm the better company, you should buy from me. But I will say it really, wherever you like, I don't think you're gonna be mistaken. Yes, you have a variety with the Android and limited to one phone when it comes to the iOS. but I don't think that this should be a factor for you to choose Android over iOS. Do a fair comparison and tell me in the comments down below which operating system would you like to have for your next phone. Okay guys, that was the video. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below which operating system you are using now, Android or iOS, and maybe which team you are, team Android or team iOS. So pretty much I already made it clear which operating system I'm using. I don't plan on changing my iPhone soon. Did I do it with 16 because honestly for me the updates weren't that much, so maybe with the 17, but I don't know if it will happen. When it comes to Android, new phones by companies are releasing every single day, so there is a tiny chance that I might switch. Will I do it or not? Well, they have to impress me a lot, but I already did the switch once, and that is mostly because I always wanted to have an iPhone. But I do have to say, back in the day, as I remember the Android updates that I was receiving on my Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini, I do have to say, I like the operating system. It was working well for the time because this phone is nothing compared to the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, for example. So I do have to say, it's a bit an older device, but it didn't fail me. It was working fine until the last. Then after some time I sold it because I don't need to keep a stack of phones at home. So I decided, why don't I get rid of them? And at least also they're good working phones. I don't know if it currently will receive any Android updates considering how outdated this device is. And also I don't think it's selling anywhere, so probably you won't find it except for an image of it. But that will be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Please smash that like button if you like this video, share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!